Hello and welcome. My name's Kathy A, and today I thought I'd do the last haul for 2018 before I do my best of the year kind of thing, because I did pick up a few things this month, and I know I did an early edition. Then I did like a fashion thing, which is kind of weird. I'm used to seeing myself like from here up. I'm not used to seeing myself like from there down, so I know that one of my big resolutions for 2019 is to work on that weight gain thing. EGADS. Okay, well, I have a lot of stuff here I want to review, and these are some really bad fails, and I wanted to get them in before the end of the year because I don't want you to waste your money and spend it on these things. So there are some good things in here, but there's some really awful things as well. So here we go. One of the better of the holiday kits is the Buxom lip kit. Now these are lip plumping balms. So you get the benefit of a lip balm for the chapped lip season, and you get the colors of the tints that they added to them. These are very, very nice. They're subtle. They look stronger in the tube than they do actually on. Now this one is called Fiery, but on see, it's a little more subtle, and it goes more nudie red with a red undertone to it than anything else. So Fiery is not bad at all. They are all very subtle shades. Even the dark shade, which I believe is called Flushed, that comes out as a very light, almost like a berry kind of look to it, but in the tube it looks really dark, and I was very hesitant to try it, but then when I put it on I thought, oh, this is kind of nice, you know, it goes really good with some of my cooler tone clothing. This light shade is called Big O, and this is something you would put on probably over the top of another shade to lighten it up a little bit, maybe give it a little bit of a pink tone to it, but it's not completely clear. It is a plumper, so you do get that pepperminty kind of tingle, but it's very slight, and you do have the lip balm. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. You get this soft, smooth lip balm effect, but yet you get the plumping, a little bit larger than life lips, and you also get the color. So I think this is a great set. The last color, I'll just show you that. That is the glowing color. I think this was my favorite in the group. It's just a nice kind of peachy nude color. So this set in general is really nice. I think it's on sale right now. Check it out, because that one is pretty good. I like this. So Buxom. And a lot of people like Buxom glosses because they do give you a little bit of, the blood rushes to your lips with the ingredients that they have. It's more like a minty kind of thing. So it's that kind of effect. But I do like this. I think this is one of the better of the lip sets. A lip set I did not like is this one from Anastasia, Beverly Hills. This is a matte lip set, and I think that that's the problem. I'm not really a matte girl. I think my lips are very chapped, and I'm always biting my lips. So they come off with a very, very pigmented, dark, matte look. And the formulation is really nice. I just could not dig these colors. I think the colors are extremely kind of dark, I guess. And I think this is the lightest shade. But they're all very, very matte. I mean, that kind of, it's a velvet matte, but it's a very flat matte. So it really doesn't help you out if you've got chapped lips or anything. It will show texture. So I think this was the disappointing thing for me. This was my favorite shade in the group here. And that was called Soft Pink. I'll just put that on for you. So this is the soft pink shade, which a lot of you will like. It's kind of a cool toned pink, but again, I'm not a big fan of this, and the formulation is nice. It does last all day. It is a very flat matte. It feels creamy on the lips. It does not feel sticky. It does not feel dry. So the formulation is good. I think just the shade range is a little bit odd, and it's so flat. I mean, I wish these things had a slight sheen to them, and I think I would like them more. So this is probably going to go back. Hey! Country Hearts collection from Essence. There's two different shade variants. I think there's a berry plum one, and then there's this one, which is the Love You Latte grouping. Now these eyeshadows from Essence, a lot of them fall short in the pigmentation area, but I mean, there's a nice assortment here. You can do a good basic eye. There's one color in here, and I love it. I actually, if I were to keep this, I'm going to give this away, but I mean, if I were to keep this shade at the very end here is a beautiful one shade eye look kind of shade, and I have no idea what it's called, but it's just a beautiful muted medium dark brown, and it's got shimmer to it, so you can put it on your lid up to just above the crease as a one shadow eye look. There are also some nice pops. I like the purple periwinkle colors. They have some nice transition shades in here. It's around $7.50 right now, so it's a great deal. But again, the pigmentation is not there, and when it's really not there, what happens in the negative sense is it disappears after a few hours of wear from your eyes moving, from looking around. And that's what the problem is. It doesn't last on your lid. So when people talk about how something's highly pigmented or whatever, that's a problem with low pigmentation, is that you don't get that long lasting effect, and the eye makeup you work so hard to make look good in the morning is gone by lunchtime. So we'll have to say that didn't work out. So it's a great deal right now though if you want to give it a try. That is about $7.50, and I know that other people have tried the berries and really like the berry and purple blue shades. I was more attracted to the earth tone neutral shades. Okay, here's our follow-up and review. The MISSHA. This is the Perfect Cover BB Cream. Now this is very, very popular with many of you out there. You love it. You go out and buy it places. You think it's the greatest thing in the world. I also, just as a bonus, I bought the Boomer Primer, which they recommend to wear underneath the BB, which is odd because BB cream is a skincare item on its own. I wasn't sure why it would need a primer, but according to this, if you use the primer, the skincare aspect of this works better. So I put the primer on one half, left the other half naked, and I put this on both halves, and the first thing that happened at work was somebody came up to me and said, "Kathy, are you feeling okay? You look awfully pale." This stuff goes on gray, and I have, this is the shade 21, and I guess I should have gotten shade 23. I don't know, maybe that's a darker gray, but 21 goes on. Let me just show you this, because I know that from watching other people, they say, oh, well, it goes on kind of a grayish tint, but then it adjusts itself and it blends in with your skin tone better over time. And you can see there is a slight change there. No, I'm going to have to say this was a fail for me because it never really totally transferred into a skin color other than gray, and I just don't want to look sick. It didn't work for me. And I know this has some great skincare properties to it. I think it's a Korean product. It's supposed to be really good, and a lot of you love this, but I'm sorry it didn't work out for me. So maybe it's just that I'm a medium light skin with dry skin. I didn't think it looked good. The texture of it looked very, very, almost like sandpaper on me. It looked like sandpaper. So maybe I got a bad batch, I don't know, but it's brand new, just got it. So the Boomer Primer, I didn't find it anything special. It did not work very well underneath my other foundations. I didn't see any difference really. And it has that smell to it. So This was definitely a fail on both ends, but I will be putting it in my giveaway because somebody else may love this. I was watching, I think it was Karen Renee, she was talking about this CoverGirl in Olay, and this is the Simply Ageless foundation that has the Olay stripes. It's a striped one. Now, I had tried this ages ago and I didn't really like it, but my skincare process back then was very bad. So my skin was in rough condition, and when you put foundation over bad skin, it doesn't go on very well. And so I decided to give it a second chance. But what I found with this is that there was a lot of flashback, and I didn't look very healthy with this. And maybe again it's the color. I think this is the ivory color, the basic ivory 210. Yeah, it's color number 210, and it's what I would normally wear in the CoverGirl foundations during winter time. And I didn't really like it. I mean, the coverage was not bad at all. It seemed to do fine. It did go into some of the thicker lines on my face, but it was much better than I remember it being when I had bad skin. So I'm really happy to support CoverGirl because, and I'm not sponsored or anything like that, but I love the fact that they went cruelty-free this year. And they're one of the largest drugstore brands to do so, and I hope that L'Oreal and Maybelline will follow suit. I know that L'Oreal owns Maybelline New York, so they both are kind of connected, so I hope they pull their act together and do the same. Right now I'm pretty pissed off at L'Oreal, but anyway, CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless, it's okay, but maybe I should get with a different shade, I don't know. But it's not bad. I have dry skin. Right now it goes really dry because of the winter time. The heat inside dries the air up, so it's not bad for those kind of circumstances, but it's, again, it's not my favorite foundation. I did want to try the HydroBoost Hydrating Concealer because I had thought that I've been using the HydroBoost in other areas, skincare and body lotion and stuff, and I just recently found out that Dr. Dre doesn't like it. This is a little dark, and this is the fair shade. It's got a button of skincare in the center, and then it's got circled with the pigment color. Initially I thought it looked really nice, but then as I sheared it out and tried to get it out of the wrinkles and stuff, it disappeared. So I definitely would not recommend the HydroBoost Hydrating Concealer, because even though it did seem to look nice with my dry under eye, if it disappears, it's kind of not helping things at all. So unfortunately that's a fail. So I think it was Emily Noel. Somebody said they love this formula. This is the Too Faced, the Peaches and Cream collection that I think is exclusive to Sephora. You have to get these at Sephora. I tried 3 different shades. I tried a peach, a pink, and a natural kind of nude color. The nude color looks like death. Looks like I died. It's awful. Packaging is cute. Pigmentation is not bad. Again, we've got a matte shade. There's this god-awful fake peach scent that they added to it, which I don't like. Yeah, I'm not liking this at all. Yeah, definitely not. Now, the formulation does last during the day. It's smooth on the lips. I would say in a younger person, perhaps. My favorite was the Make Me Blush shade, which I may keep because it is a very pretty shade. And that is Make Me Blush. So that is it's sort of a cool tone pink shade, and I am sort of a warm tone gal. So Bridezilla was the other one that I thought I would try. Now these are matte formulations, and I can't wait till matte is no longer a thing because I hate matte lipsticks, and I keep trying them, keep trying to give them a chance. Put on the Bridezilla here. And this is Bridezilla. This is a slightly warmer version of the Make Me Blush shade. So, and I think it's slightly darker too. But I like the name Bridezilla. I think that's cute. So, I was a Bridezilla at my wedding. Ask anybody who was in the wedding party what I was like, and they will tell you I was a Bridezilla for sure. So, you know, the formulation feels good. It wears well. It doesn't transfer all that easily. So formulation-wise, it's nice. Again, I think it's the matte thing I don't like about it. I don't like the matte part. So I probably will take these back, or at least take the Sunday Fun Day back, because that just looks like death. It really does. This was a surprise. This is the Giorgio Armani Rouge d'Armand matte. This is a matte lipstick, and this is in the color 102, and this is a beautiful, beautiful lipstick. This was one of my favorite formulations of the year, and here we go. It was a matte again, but gorgeous. This was gorgeous. It's not red, even though it says rouge, and you would think rouge means red. This is the Armani in 102. Very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. And the formulation is delicious. For a matte formulation, I think this is my favorite matte formulation. I'm one of those people that makes a list. When I see people doing favorites and something looks really convincing, I go out and get it. So I did try this, and I tried it years ago and didn't like it. And I thought, well, maybe they changed the formulation, because CoverGirl has changed a lot of things lately. This is the Instant Cheekbones in Sophisticated Sable. Now this color is a very neutral color. I thought it would be more like Tarte's Exposed, something like that. Now it has the 3 levels of color. It has, so you can do a draping, as we used to call it, the drape, the dark, the medium color, and then the highlight or shimmer, as we used to call it. This main blush is too shiny on its own, and you turn into like a shiny disco ball with this on. It's too shiny. The whole thing is too shiny. This is nice. It's not bad as your base drape color or a contour shade type of blush, but I can't recommend this. I really can't. It's just too shiny disco ball. Somebody in the comments, and I do read comments, they said that the Bitch Perfect lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury, which is one of my favorite shades, I will put it right here. This is Bitch Perfect from Charlotte Tilbury. That there was a match for it in the RIMMEL Kate line, which is number 42. So I ran out and got it. There's that god-awful smell that RIMMEL puts in all of their lip products. So here is number 42. See this one, the Bitch Perfect is here. It has a brighter kind of look to it. This is more of a cooler nude shade that's lighter when you put it on. So it is not a match. It is not a dupe. So I thought, well, maybe if I go to another shade around that area, I would find something closer. And again, we're going more into the nude area. This is the 45, which was the same like tonal quality as these. But no, I'm afraid the Rimmels are not a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury's Bitch Perfect. So that was kind of a fail. And I hate the smell of their lipsticks. That's why I don't talk about their lipsticks, because I just find them so repulsive. CoverGirl. I went in, looked at the demi mattes, because again, Emily Noel said the demi matte formula is to die for. So I got this one in Streaker, and darn, it is a nice one. It's demi matte, so you're not getting that flat, dead look out of it. It's very, very pretty, and boy, I tell you, that's closer to the Bitch Perfect. So that's Streaker, and I really like it. I think it's a beautiful shade. It is not too light and it's not too dark, and I have problems with some nudes look too dark or brown or tan, or they look way too light and I look like I'm trying to imitate 1972. So this is a perfect nude. It's called Streaker, a la 1976. We had a streaker at our graduation. Okay, well, disappointed am I? As Yoda would say, Healthy Mix Serum Concealer. Oh boy, I had high hopes for this. I ordered it off of Amazon because I do tend to like the Bourjois products. They are a French-based company, and a lot of people like the Healthy Mix foundations. I know they're available in Europe, and in the US here we can get them on Amazon and some other online companies. The concealer I had a lot of hopes for. Oh man. No. First of all, it comes out of like a tube that looks like something you'd put a lip balm on with. And then it doesn't really, like, I got the same color of concealer that I got in there. Usually I get 51, which is Cool Vanilla, I think it is, or Vanilla. It likes to attach itself to any dryness on your skin, so if you have any kind of dryness or lines, you're going to get the cracking. So unfortunately, the Bourjois concealer was a fail for me. And if you do happen to get it, I would suggest you get the color one lighter than what you wear for the foundation, because it really is the exact same color as the foundation. So, yeah, no. Follow up on the Kylie. This is the Kylie Jenner lipstick. I wanted to try a Kylie lipstick because everybody goes nuts over them, but it's mostly the young people that go nuts over them. I couldn't find a shade that looked normal to me. They all look very bizarrely bright or bizarrely orange, or a color that I didn't feel looked natural, or it's too dark or whatever. This was the closest I could find to a normal lip color for medium light skin fish fillet white girl. And this is called Posy K. And I got the combo that has the lip liner and the lipstick to it. Very, very nice. This stuff goes on, it doesn't come off. I mean, you need a special remover to get this off. I'm going to have that stain on there the rest of the day. The lip liner is very nice, very creamy. It doesn't move. So I would highly recommend both of these items. I do like the Posy K. It's a little bit dark, but the lighter shade, next lighter from this, seems to be a little too light. And again, I don't want to do the 1972 thing. The formulation's fabulous. It is sort of a matte, but it's a well-coated lip matte look. You get a little bit of dryness midday on it. It's great coverage. I can see why everybody goes nuts over this. It is really good. Now this one's about $30. If you just want individual pieces, you can get an individual lip liner. For around $18, you can get a lipstick, I think, for around the same. So definitely, I like it. I didn't want to, but I do. I like it. The Kylie lipstick and lip liner. Nars has disappointed me, and I saw this on somebody's, I think it was Bailey B. She loves this Nars liquid blush, and I think I tried the shade Orgasm, and it was okay, but it wasn't, it's a hard to control container, and the, when you pull this off, you've got a pump. I always shake up anything, and just doing just a little bit here puts way too much product out for you to use and make a comfortable blush with. It's extremely, and I'll just take this and I'll just show you. See how strong that is? And when you try to blend it out, she said it's a beautiful natural flush, but it actually looks very, very shopping cart lady-ish to me. Let me just show you here. I would say maybe you could sponge it to lighten it up a little bit, but I just think it was just a little too strong a color, and maybe it's just for me, it's too strong a color, but I found the same problem with the Orgasm shade, which is a paler, peachier color. It's just too strong, and it's too mighty. It does last a long time. I don't like the way it shears out. It doesn't really shear out well. You can't control it. So unfortunately this is a fail, and I do like NARS powder blushes a lot. I do have, I think Bumpy Ride's going to be one of my favorites for the year, but the cream, no, sorry. I did want to mention this because I found it in Burlington Co-Factory, or Burlington. This is the BareMinerals, the Nature of Nudes palette. Did anybody else see this there? It's $16.99. And this is a $42 palette. It was $16.99. Do they still make this one? Is it discontinued? I don't know, because the general nude palettes from BareMinerals are excellent. This has a wonderful color combination, wonderful pigmentation. This one hadn't been mangled. You know how a lot of times you go into like Burlington or TJ Maxx, whatever, and people have put their gnarly old finger in, you know. So this one was perfect. It hadn't been opened. Of course, I opened it. I broke the tape and opened it to make sure, because I don't want to buy something that somebody stuck their finger in 6 months ago or a year ago. Yeah, great colors. Neutral and cool tone, natural colors. They're all satins or mattes, and there's a great combination of them. You do have a mirror here with some instructions. All of these shadows are numbered, which I love the idea of that, and then they have the graphs here that have where to place each number. So this is a nice instructional kind of palette. So I think it's very, very good. The quality's outstanding. I think their eyeshadows are very high quality, and they're not talked about a lot. I think because all the others just get so much good PR and marketing. Bite Beauty put out a set of 4 lipsticks, coffret, or whatever they call them. Now, Bite Beauty, I love them because they have edible quality ingredients. So, like with lipstick, you drink some coffee, some of the lipstick goes down your throat, gets into your system. They have a food grade ingredient list for their lipsticks, and that's wonderful. There is that strong scent, and again, it's just like IT Cosmetics CC cream, that smell, it's in their lipsticks. I think this is this Chai is the name of this one, is one of the lighter shades. All of the shades in this were so dark. And then this one was slightly warmer toned, but this is called Date. So we have Date and Chai here. This is Chai, which is kind of a mauvey color, and then Date is the warmer tone. These are the lightest shades in that little group of 4. I just found that the other 2 shades were way too dark. I think I put them in a giveaway earlier. So, but the formulation is nice. If you can handle the smell on your lips, I can handle the IT CC Cosmetics cream smell on my face, but on my lips, I got a problem with it. It messes with my coffee. So it is recommended, the beautiful formula, long lasting, good for you. It's like a clean makeup kind of thing, but that smell, and the colors were just a little bit too dark for me. I don't like it too dark. This is an odd product from Laura Mercier, and I got it as a perk, a 100-point perk. This is Baby Doll, and is a lip cover gloss kind of thing. I will show you this on its own. Now when you put this on your mouth, I'll just put some on here now. It's very pretty. You can feel the little crunchy glitters in it. You can feel them, like little grits in the gloss. It's a surprising kind of feeling, but the gloss itself is beautiful, and it makes your lipstick look nice. So if you have one of those flat mattes that you want to oomph up a little bit, you can put this on there. Now, I love getting these 100-point perks in these kind of things, because I probably won't ever buy the full size of this, but I'm really going to enjoy using the, this is like a deluxe sample size. So it's really, really nice. And it's so pretty on, it really is. Wine wipes, go without saying. I use these, if not every other day, at least 3 times a week, at least. These have saved me so many mornings. You know, like if you have some red wine at night, it gets all, like if you have chapped lips like I do, it gets all like dark stains on your lips, and you look like you have the mange. It's awful. It's very, very detracting, and your lipstick won't cover over it. This stuff takes it off, and I I have a link below for this, and I just totally believe in these now. They don't taste like fruit candy or anything like that. They don't taste great. I put these on, I wipe my mouth with them, and then I use a tissue and dry them off. And then when you put your lipstick on, your lips are smoothed out to a degree, and they're stain free. So this gets everything out from dark lipsticks like the Kylie Jenner one, which never came out. I had a Kylie Jenner swatch on my wrist, and it looked like I had been wearing handcuffs. It really did, for a few days. I wanted to see how long it took to wear off. It was like 3 days before it finally wore off, and this is with washing my hands and taking showers and everything. Unless you use a special like makeup remover, it doesn't come off very easily. So pick your shade wisely, girls. So wine wipes help me. It gets it off. It gets the Kylie Jenner stuff off. Really good. And I can't speak highly enough. On my nails today is a color called Gilded Gold from Essie. And I really do like that, but what I like even more is a cheapo thing I found at Five Below. And I still can't believe it. It's beautiful. This is the Seaside. It's called Seaside. And this comes out a beautiful gold color on your nails. It's absolutely gorgeous. Maybe I can paint one nail. But these fresh paint nail polishes from Five Below, they're hit or miss, and I just, for some reason, I really like this one. They turn from sunny to purpley blue. I think they're supposed to be like a mermaid shade. You can see here. Very, very nice. So that is Seaside from Fresh Paint, and you get these 3 for $5 at the Five Below store. And these have a longevity that beats out the Essie. It beats out many of the high-end nail polishes. So Fresh Paint, big surprise. I was very happy to find this in Burlington. They don't call themselves Burlington Coat Factory anymore. It's Burlington. This is the Love and Serenity edition of Lash Splash ProArtist Glitter Eyeliners. And this has all the colors. And remember I was talking about Profusion eyeliner that I liked, that was silver, that had the glitter in it. Just in the first half of your eye, right along the edge of the lash line on the upper lid. This is beautiful, and it just, you have to let it dry for a few minutes. I wouldn't recommend it for a daily use because I don't think glitter is very healthy for your eyes on a daily use. But this is fabulous. I think it's $5.99. And you get like a silver, you get a gold, you get a rose gold, and you get this kind of holographic green to white to blue shade to pink. Really, really pretty combination. The glitter is not a steady line of glitter, so you actually have to put like maybe 3 lines to get a nice effect on your eyes. But it really catches the light, and it's very, very festive. I did wear this to a Christmas party that they had at my boss's house recently. So I like this. I think this is great. But not every day. Not every day. I was tempted to try this. I saw this. Again, I found this at a somebody else's video. They loved it. So this is the Master Blur Stick. And this is a light shade. They do have a dark shade, and they do have a translucent for people who don't fall into any of those 2 categories of light or dark. Because the dark isn't really that dark, if you know what I mean. But the translucent probably works the same way. Now I have some large pores around my nose, on the tip of my nose, and right up in here. So I just used it on them. It does cling to dry patches, so do not use this all over your face unless you have oily skin. If you're a dry skin gal and you have some big pores, this will, it's jaw-dropping amazing how it will take care of those particular little things around my nose, and in the center I have a scar that it took it away. And I think that that's just an amazing, but it's not good enough. You can't use it under your eyes really. You can't use it on your whole face. It doesn't help with other types of texture or dryness. So it's not a good primer for that, but it is an excellent primer for getting rid of those big crater size pores if you have them. So that's the Master Blur Stick, and that's from Maybelline of all places. God bless them. One of my favorite palettes of this year, and it probably will be in my favorites for the end of the year. This is the Urban Decay On The Run. These are the mini palettes, and these are fabulous. I got the one in Bailout. Bailout. On the Run. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm not normally Urban Decay gal. I like the Vice lipstick in Snitch, but I mean I'm very limited there because I'm definitely not the target audience. There is a mirror here which I'm going to cover to save you from the reflection. There's matte shades here, your lid, your transition, your crease, and then your corners. It's perfect basic eye right in this row here. Now this row has shimmer, light beige, shimmer brown, shimmer white for under the brow, and they have this pretty light purple which actually transfers a little bit lighter than it looks on the in the palette. It looks beautiful. This is just a stunning palette, and it's like $25, I think. This is something I would definitely recommend you pick up if you've not picked up any high-end makeup in your life. Try this because it's really good. I wasn't that keen on the Born to Run palette that they released, and I think this is kind of a short version of some of the main players in that, and I think this is the best of the grouping. I think there's 3 different groupings of shadow mixes, and this is the one called Bailout, and I like this very, very much. This is a wonderful palette. Now when I was in Burlington, I keep wanting to say Coat Factory, but they don't want you to say that anymore. This is a kit, and I've been curious about this brand because, you know, I try some of the other brands and they're kind of toy makeup, cheapy, crappy kind of stuff. This one's called Goddess, and this is actually a brand that is created by a supermodel named Mana Kadar. And it has basic colors. There's some shimmers in here. These 2 colors here on the end are surprisingly light. Let me pull it out so you can see it without the reflection. The eyeshadow palette wasn't bad. It wasn't the best quality eyeshadows. There's some good colors in here. You can do a basic eye with it, but that wasn't the star player in this kit. This is the eyeshadow palette. These 2 are great for lid colors. They're surprisingly pigmented and light, even on my skin. I thought this was a very pretty light color. Let me just put this right here so you can see it. Very, very nice. And then this one also was much lighter than it appears in the pan. So you do have a light shade, a warm light shade, a cool light shade, and then you've got a couple transition colors. You've got some shimmers in here, some dark shades, a little bit of kind of redness on one of these. But that, again, this wasn't the star player in it. It worked fine. There was a little bit of fallout with it. Pigmentation was okay. Color assortment, not so great. It also came with a brow pen, which is a little bit dark for me. It's kind of a medium brown color. And then it has an eyeliner, which I felt tugged at my lash line a little too much, so I wouldn't recommend that. But this mascara is unbelievable. It is holy grail status. Unbelievable. It is a dual-ended mascara. Now one end has the very thin bar. It's a little bit thicker than the IT Cosmetics Tight Line. This one, when you put it on your upper or lower lashes, you get big, almost false lash effect lashes. Unbelievable. Then if you want to separate lashes even more, you can put it on this side. I don't know if it's the same formulation of mascara. It feels drier than the other side, but I think maybe the lash shape is part of that. But I'm wearing that today. I'm wearing the this mascara. This is the Goddess Drama Queen Mascara. If you see this kit, get it just for the mascara. I mean, it's just incredible. If you can use those other things, great, but this mascara for $7.99, this is the best mascara I have used this year. The best. So it's a little spoiler alert here on my favorite drugstore product. I'm actually going to go back to Burlington and buy a backup of that, because I don't know if that's something you can find somewhere else. If I find a link for it, I will put it down below. If not, stop into Burlington and look for this kit, this Goddess kit. And this mascara, oh man, wow, wow. That doesn't happen a lot. Emily Noel mentioned that maybe it was Sabrina. I always get the two of them mixed up as far as the recommendations go, because they're very similar. They like the same kind of drugstore products, but they're both very young with beautiful skin, and oily, on the oily side. I'm old with texture, wrinkles, and dry skin. So now the blonde thing too, neither one of them is blonde, so they love this. This is the lightest shade of the Milani Brow Pomade, and while I love the formulation of it, it's not quite light enough for me. I get this little Joan Crawford thing going on when I try to put this on. It's just a little bit dark, but you can really create it. If you have darker hair in your brows, this is a great dupe for the Anastasia BareMinerals. The Anastasia, I think, has a slightly lighter shade, and I still prefer lighter shade for brows. I just think darker brows can really look false and fake and harsh. So if you have lighter color hair and need lighter color brows, this is the lightest shade of the Milani, and it just did not work. But I really like the formulation, and the little brush that comes with it is very, very good at applying. You can do individual hairs, you can brush them through, you can fill, and it's just as good as the Anastasia formula. Again, it's just the color with me. So I'm still kind of ball and chain to the Anastasia. I was running late for work one morning. I started puttering. You know, you get puttering in the morning before work, and I was watching YouTube videos and stuff, and right now a lot of people coming out with their best of 2018, so I'm watching everybody else's and I take notes, and then I go and buy stuff, and then my best of January video is like 2 hours long because I bought other people's recommendations. Anyway, I was running late and I wasn't thinking. I forgot to put my mascara on, and I'm too vain to go to work without mascara on. I can't do it. So I got this ALMAY Thick as In. It was on sale, or I had CVS extra bucks or something. I bought it that way. This is called Thick as In, and many years ago I used to use the One Coat mascara from ALMAY, and I really liked it. This was terrible. Oh my god, it hardly did anything for me. I mean, it did coat the lashes a little bit. Ugh. This is the Define and Fill Brows from Maybelline. Now, one side of this is a very thin pencil, and this is a very light color. And one side is a powder. Now, this is the powder. It's a push sponge, so it's a fill powder, but it's weird pushing and sponging on your eyebrows. It's a very weird feeling. Now, the other side is a very, very fine pencil, and I do like this, and the color is fine. There's no spoolie on this, so you gotta go look for your spoolie contraption, and yeah, what a shame, what a shame. So the powder end is a little funky to push in, and the liner is great, but again, no spoolie, so not a recommended product. I mean, there's better stuff out there for the same money or less. Now, this is the last item. Finally, did I ever? Wait till you see my best of 2018. You think there's lots here. This is the Lasting Drama eyeliner from Maybelline, and this purple, I think it's called Moonlight Purple. Let me just show you. it is so pretty on. I'm just going to put some under here. Put some under here. Beautiful. It's beautiful. These last all day. They look really nice. The lighter shades look great underneath your eyes. The darker shades look nice and above your eyes. I think Emily Noel uses this in her lash line, her water line. I don't so much use things in my waterline anymore. Again, I'm worried about eye health. So beautiful, beautiful. So if you see these, give one a try and see how you feel about it. So that pretty much does it for me. My 2018 Best of High-End and 2018 Best of Drugstore and reasonably priced products will be coming up within the week, and I will have a giveaway on the 1st of January. Will be the entry date, so keep an eye for that. I'll have 2 prizes for that, and I'll be very, very generous. And I just heard from the lady from, there's a Malaysian country she's from that I'd never heard before. She got her box. It took like 11 days, I think, to get to her, but she got her box, and I was really happy. All of my winners do get the box. A lot of times you hear about a giveaway and then you never hear about it again. You wonder if the people ever got the box. They did. I always send it out, and I actually send out the shipping receipt to everybody so they can see that I sent all 4 of them out. So I don't know why I felt that was important to say, but anyway, keeping it real. I really appreciate your time, and if you made it this far, thank you so much. I hope you're all having a wonderful week. I know it's a very busy time for many of us. We're having holiday celebrations and preparations going on and parties, things like that. I hope I've saved you a little bit of money here with some of my suggestions and fails and flops also that will keep you from wasting your money on those things and wasting your time and energy on them. So have a wonderful week, everybody. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Toodles.